Hi guys, Ross here and welcome to the Liquid Reset First Float induction video where we're going to run through everything that happens when you come for your first float. So you get your private flotation suite for a 70-minute period and you're going to be floating for approximately 50-55 minutes in total. Each suite has a changing area, a shower, as well as a float room, of course. So when we leave you to your individual suite, the first thing that you're going to do is pop in your silicone earplugs. So if you've not worn these before, they are really easy to use. You just take one out at a time, insert it into the ear, push the earplug pretty firmly, and after 5 or 10 seconds or so, you will feel it mould to the ear and seal the ear. The reason for wearing the earplugs is to protect your ears from the content of the salt in the water. After your earplugs are in, you're going to undress and then take a shower, which is with just shampoo and shower gel, just no conditioner before you float. Once you've showered, guys, if you do have any sensitive skin areas, we do recommend covering them with Vaseline so that the salt doesn't sting them. So entering the float room, all you have to do is open the door and step inside. Just think of the float room like a bath. It really is no different. So there's a handle on the inside just to assist you in. Walk into the middle of the float room, sit down slowly, lie down, and you will naturally start to float. Your head is always at the door end of the room, as everything that you may need is at the door end of the room. With the head, don't be scared just to let it drop back into its natural position. The water will only come around the face and it won't go near the eyes. If you do struggle to get your head comfortable, we also provide a halo, which is basically a float for your head. So if you need it, pop it behind the head and it will just support it like so. In terms of your arms, you can have them down by your side, up above your head, behind your head, across your chest. Do try a few different positions because you will find one that's more comfortable than the other. There's a red button on the right hand side in the float room that alerts reception if you need anything. And on the left hand side, we do have a fresh water bottle as well as a face cloth. Now those are just in case you get salt water in your eyes. The thing to do there would be to sit up, spray your eye with the fresh water and wipe it away with the face cloth. On the left hand side, there's also two buttons. There's a blue button and a black one, and they are just light switches. The bottom button is blue, that controls the water lights, turns it on and off. And the top button is black and that controls your star lights and again just turns them on or off. In terms of the way we set your first float, when you first get into the float room, there's meditative music and the star lights and the water lights are on. And they're all on for about a 10-minute period as you get comfortable and find your comfortable position, if you will. After about 10 minutes, the lights and the music will gradually fade away. And on a first float, for the main part of the float, what we do is we leave the water lights on to ensure that you're comfortable. But true float therapy is actually going into darkness. Now, we give you the option of doing that, guys, because you've got the light switches to the left-hand side in the float room. You can either choose to leave the water lights on if you're more comfortable in doing so, or if you wish to go into darkness, you simply turn the water lights off by pressing the button. At the end of the float, what will happen is the lights will come back on. The music will also come back on about twice as loud, and that's to bring you round or wake you up if you fall asleep. Now, don't worry about that because 50% of people fall asleep in a float, and that music will bring you round and wake you up. When you hear that music, there's no rush to get out of the float room because you still have 3 to 4 minutes in there just to bring yourself around and exit the float room. If you are still in there after those 3 or 4 minutes, the filters, the pumps and the jets will kick in the float room, and then you know it is definitely time to step out, always using the handle, of course, for safety. You then have 15 minutes to shower and change. And then we have vanity areas at the end of the facility with hair dryers and mirrors, etc. And once you're all set and after your float, you'll be nice and relaxed. And one of the team on reception will get you a nice fresh glass of water and a herbal tea. So we look forward to seeing you at your first float. Any questions in the meantime, don't hesitate to give us a call or message. See you soon.